Feast your eyes, you analytical ape men, on the perfect miniature. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to your new favorite channel. Today, I describe the perfect miniature. It takes story, it takes personalization, and it takes love. 21 years ago, 6th edition, June of 2002, the new Hordes of Chaos book was released. And wow, all the new models, all the redesigns of many of the iconic, demon units, best metal models that Games Workshop ever produced. Archaon, or Archeon. I like to call him Archeon. Alongside that, they did a battle report in, I think it was issue 271 or 270, where they revealed the new army. It was classic Chaos versus Empire. Chaos having like 4,000 points or something like that. Like as many models, all showing everything as they could, which was pretty cool against like 2,000 points of Empire. Archeon was leading this Chaos force, and they had Volkmar the Grim, this guy. He leads this Chaos force, or this Empire force, against Chaos, and they have this narrative of like this big Chaos invasion is gathering, and Volkmar's got to go up there and try to destabilize it before it really gains momentum. And that battle report plays out. Archeon himself slays Volkmar in combat. Like Volkmar is all, they played to that. He charged in. Archeon with his Swords of Chaos Knight unit clash. Archeon unleashes the Slayer of Kings. I think he hurts himself, kills one of his knights, but kills Volkmar. And the outcome of the game, I don't remember. But that moment is just a cool moment. Flash forward 2 years later, and this became canon. So Storm of Chaos came out, and Be'lakor, Be'lakor. I say Be'lakor, so it is what it is. This model, but imagine the new one comes into or finds this battlefield, finds Volkmar's long deceased body and reanimates him, and then decides to like chain him to a standard. And he was nana nana boo boo, I'm better than you are. To Archeon is like, oh, you just kill the agents of the Empire. I torment them forever. Some version of that. So that moment there is what spurred the perfect model. Now I have the story, I have the idea, and I need to make this a reality. So, as you could tell from the Volkmar model, he lends himself to being tortured. Yeah, it's weird, but that pose is made to be a cross. So, first up, I remove his weapon and chop that off, and then proceed to murderify him. Murderify him. Yeah, something like that. So the Jade Eagle across his chest. It's a point in the story that it gets cut in half or chopped through. It's supposed to be this restorative item, but the Slayer of Kings just won't be denied there. So we did that. We chop him down, and then we just gotta cut him up and distress him. So that was probably the easy part done. Second part is he's a big metal chonky boy, so you have to have a suitable bearer for this standard. And this is where it got a little difficult. I had to think of the best way to do that, and a regular sized model just wasn't going to cut it. So looking around as best I could, I settled on this Minotaur. I say Minotaur standard bearer. He seemed to be one of the bigger standard bearers out there. So I get him, and I have to point out there's two things already that annoy me about this model. His head, and he has feet. What what Minotaur has feet? We need hooves. So we have to make that a priority. So chop his feet off, obviously, a and found a suitable or bought another Minotaur that has hooves, and he graciously donated those to the cause. Second up, the head. We don't want a Beastman head here. We want you know Bellacor's chosen bearer guy. He's somebody who can stand up here. So first thing I did is I got the Bloodthirster's head from back in the day, the good old days when you could just order a bit that you wanted. So I ordered the Bloodthirster bit from my cousins, the trolls, and when I got that and I tried to mock it up, position it, it it just didn't work. It just didn't seem to fit right. Didn't seem to do anything. So I ruminated on it for a while, and I just decided troll rule number 8, and I would have to sculpt it. Yeah, it's no big deal. So just some green stuff and a dream, and let's just get to work. And I had to fill gaps with his arms, reposition his arms here. I had to extend the banner pole. This is all simple stuff. So I did that, and then just began working on a new head, and loosely inspired by this guy, this demon from Clash of the Titans, this guy, and then something kind of sadistic like the Joker. So with this loosely in mind, I just got to work. I had no real basis of how to do this properly or not. Just I figured we'll work from the inside out and the bottom and up, and we'll figure this out. I figure this is a good foray into sculpting because it's a demon. If he's disproportionate or something like that, we just roll with it. He's a demon. He's not supposed to be a well proportioned guy. So got to work and got to this point, and I'm happy with the result. The the head itself looks creepy and unique and seemed to suit the purpose as well, but it wasn't filled in well enough. So I needed to bulk out the chest and give him some armor, and I melded that up and I made him into a suitable bearer. And after that, I realized that he was short-legged. He had little short legs now. Uh, these old minotaurs were uh, stunted legs. Um, so he just seemed tiny. Now I needed a bigger base. So I tried out this orange stuff you see here. It's balsa foam. It was, don't know where I saw it per se, but I was like, you could carve it and kind of play with it. So carved it up, pinned him in, and here we go. This is the perfect model. Now, if you're anything like me, you can't see what's going on here with this metal. It's shiny, whatever. So allow me to show you how it looks with the Zenithal. I sculpted this model and something came up. I moved on to other projects, life happened, and this model sat for 20 years. Well, we'll call it 18 years. That sounds better. 18 years it sat unpainted. And I thought, now with the old world, this would be the perfect model to start a channel. So the moral of this story, this video, is don't paint stuff. Just have an idea, build it, get it somewhere close to completion, and then hang on to it, because you never know. You might want to start a YouTube channel at some point, and you need the perfect model to start it and feel excited about. So definitely don't buy stuff and paint it right away. That's rubbish. You definitely want to hoard things. Your trolls hoard things forever and never use it. That's troll rule number 3. Just keep it for yourself and never share it with anybody. So I want to just show you this model, to show it off and drown in the envy that you have. Until next time, keep hoarding.